Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Looky here, we got a Firestone Walker 14th anniversary ale. I'm digging those beers out of the cellar fridges and the closets. All these old beers that I've been selling for a long time. I bought this beer, I think, a long time ago. So they have been doing these anniversary ales for quite a while. I don't know if they're up to 20, 21, 22 or whatever they're up to now. So this is a 14th anniversary edition. I don't think it's got a date on it. Let me look here again and see if it has anything written on the label. I do not see anything standing out to me, guys. So I don't know what year this is. You could probably figure that out by going to their site. A lot of times Beer Advocate has different versions listed in underneath of it. They're saying the blend consists of 31% double barrel aged, 29% Sticky Monkey, 27% Parabola, 7% Velvet Merkin, 3% Goodfoot, 3% Black Xanthus. So I don't know what year it is, guys. So if you really wanted to know that, you could probably figure that out by going to their site or Googling it or whatever. I'm not going to do that. It is a 14th anniversary edition, and this is considered a Belgian or American strong ale, 12.5%. Over to Untappd, we don't have the IBUs, and they tell us the commercial description basically of all the blending that they've done on this beer, and I've already told you what that is. I'm not going to reread it. So a big 22-ounce bomber, which I think they are probably, if they are still doing it, it's been reduced to a 12-ounce bottle. And I tell you this all the time, guys, that these are pricey beers. Maybe not so much where you're at. I don't know. I don't remember what I paid for this beer. I don't have anybody's name on it, whether Rico sent it to me or not. I don't have anything on the box or on the bottle, so I presume that I bought it a long time ago. So into the glass we go. We're going to pour it fairly aggressive and see what this 12.5% strong ale brings to the table. And see if it has cellared well or not. About a quarter finger of head on that pour. Very dark up here, guys. A lot of red ruby mahogany garnet color in the bottom, and I can see light through the bottom but not through up here. Can see down here but not up here. Good looking beer. Through the nose we go. Wow. Awesome smell. Awesome aroma. Some whiskey notes in there. Some black molasses, caramel, toffee. Some dark fruits. Awesome aroma. Wow. That is a great smelling beer. Final beer of the evening for me, guys. And we're working our way through these big beers that I have been selling for a long time, whether I bought them or they were sent to me. And like I said, I haven't had a lot sent to me lately. And again, I say this every time when I do these big beers that I pull from the closet or the cellar and fridge. I'm not begging for beers, but we're working our way through it. And if nothing shows up, when we get to the end of them, it will be the end. So, awesome smelling beer. Let's dive in, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Wow. That is freaking delicious. This beer has cellared exceptionally well. That is a very tasty strong ale. alcohol is very well hidden. It has mellowed considerably, probably in the bottle. Like I said, I don't know. It says here, since founding our brewery in 1996, we have specialized in the rare art of fermenting beer in oak barrels. In the fall of 2006, we released a limited edition oak-aged strong ale called 10 to commemorate our 10th anniversary, and thus beginning an annual autumn rite. This year we present 14, our 5th release from our barrel age program. 14 was crafted from separate lots produced over several months and years, then carefully blended into a truly unique and complex beer. Well, if they did in the fall of 2006 release the ale called 10 to commemorate our 10th anniversary. So this is 14. So that's 4 more years, 2006. This is a 2010 as far as what I am reading on the back of the box. 2010, 9 years old. So just assuming they're doing it once a year, since it's an anniversary ale, they're doing them every year. I would say this is a 2010, and that was when I first started doing beer. So pretty sure I bought this beer, because I wasn't getting a lot of beers when I first started the beer reviews up back in 2010. So 9 years old. So it had plenty of time to combine, and to me it has done that very, very well. I am giving slight hints of the barrel aging. And it is a smooth, easy drinking beer for 12.5%. That's an awesome beer, guys. So if you have a 14 still cellaring, it's doing well. It is doing very, very well. I don't know if it's going to get any better if you cellar it longer or if you want to jerk it out and have it. But this is a smooth beer right now. 9 years old. And like I said, I don't know whether they do this beer at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, when they actually bottled this beer in their anniversary series. So we're just going to say it's an approximately 9 years old, not knowing when they do that. So very nice, very tasty, very smooth, very pleasant. Alcohol seems to be very, very well hidden for 12.5%. I am getting those barrel aged notes, and maybe a slight hint of some whiskey. A very nice blended beer. I'm not a big fan of blended beers. I just assume them do one barrel, and if you want to do multiple, call it something different. But you know, I'm not the head brewer there, and maybe they want to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that and combine them all just to get a unique taste or whatever there. I'm not a head brewer anywhere, and I haven't brewed in quite a while, guys. I'll tell you that. When I first got into brewing beer, I was brewing something every month. I have a fridge downstairs, especially, I don't say specially designed, but I have a full-size refrigerator downstairs that I've taken the shelves out of and where I put my kegs. When I first started brewing beers, I bottled everything. And that was a hassle, and that was a chore, and that was a process. And then I realized I could buy these kegs, these Coke or Pepsi kegs, and put all the beer in those kegs, and put a tap on the front of the door, and where I could switch from keg whatever I wanted to taste or drink, and that worked out very well. I didn't have to worry about cleaning and delabeling and sanitizing a bunch of bottles. Just had to do one big container and sanitize it, and that worked out very well. So since then, it became less and less, and over the last 3-4 years, I haven't brewed anything because I haven't had time, guys. Especially running, when I had the cabinet shop, I was off on Saturdays and Sundays, and I had a little more time. Doing the gun store, I'm open 6 days a week, and I only have 1 day off. And then I have to cut grass or whatever to do the honey-do list on Sundays when I'm not working. I don't have time to do this anymore, or I haven't done it. Whether it's one reason or another, lazy or whatever, or all the beers that had been sent to me by breweries and subscribers, I just haven't done it. But it may come to the point, like I told you before, I'm thinking about retiring next year sometime, and I may have more time to do some brewing and other things that I want to do. So we shall see. We shall see. So very tasty beer right now. It's right out of the fridge. It's cold. We're going to let it come up to room temperature and sip on it for a while, and we're going to come back and give it a grade and see where it ends up, guys. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Got just a little up here, but it's about an hour or so. Very tasty beer. These guys at Firestone Walker do excellent beers as far as I'm concerned, especially in their anniversary ales, in which they blend a lot of different beers. I'm not a fan of blended beers, but I'm not the head brewer. I have no control or say so over that matter whatsoever. I think it tastes better blending a bunch of different beers and putting it in a bottle like this. So be it. Like I said, I'm not sure they're still doing. They probably are, especially their anniversary ales. Some of the other ones have been reduced to the 12-ounce bottles, and this may have been reduced to a 12-ounce bottle also. I don't seek out these beers. A lot of these either I have bought when they're this old, and some of the other ones have been sent to me to review in these big boxes and big bottles. But they're very tasty. Especially the anniversary ales are very tasty, and I have a couple of others in there, and I've done some already. So I do think they're very tasty beers, and this one has sold exceptionally well for a 9-year-old beer. Very tasty. It is very tasty. I'm not going to take that away from anything. And when I post it's an expensive beer to buy, I mean, if you average it out, a lot of times it's not that expensive. If you're paying $22 to $25 for a 22 ounce, you cut that in half for a 12 ounce. And I had one of my subscribers posts on there, well, it's only like $3.75 for this beer. That's not expensive. True, agreed. Since I don't remember what I paid for this beer, and when the beers are sent to me, I don't know what they paid for the beers. A lot of times it's hard for me to tell. I mean, usually I just say it's an expensive bottle to buy because it's in this box and it adds cost to the beer, and they've got that shrunk wrap wine type cap on top of it, which is better than what Avery does and some of the others. They glue them full caps on them, tighter than Dick's Hat Band. It's in wax. Somebody's dipping each bottle into a wax container. That adds cost to the beer, guys. There's no way around that. If you got somebody standing into the bottling line, dipping every bottle that comes off into a wax, or they're shrink wrapping some kind of full cap or something on the bottle, that's adding cost to the beer. They got to pay that guy or girl to do that, and that's adding cost to the beer, and they're not going to absorb that. They're going to pass that on as on the price of the beer. So not a fan of these printed up boxes, and not a fan of full caps or wax on the bottles. It's just my OCD, guys. That's just me. It's just me. If you like buying these beers with these full caps and wax on the bottles, have at it. Have at it. But you just realize you're paying extra for that process. There's no way around that. They're going to pay those people to do that. So it is a tasty beer, and this one has sold exceptionally well. 9-year-old beer, as far as I can tell, approximately. This is their 20. This is not, I'm going to say their 2014. This is their 14th anniversary ale, which was a long time ago. So, very tasty beer, and there is a lot of chunkiness in the bottom of the bottle, in the bottom of the glass also, but very tasty, very well done, very well made beer, and it has cellared exceptionally well. So final jug. and I see those big dark chunks in the bottom of the bottle. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, it's not going to hurt you guys. It's not going to hurt you. I'm not a fan of the dark beers. It's hidden a lot of times. You can't see it till you get to the end of the glass or look into the bottom of the bottle and see that big heavy sediment cake in the bottom of it. But it's not going to hurt you. But when you get to the lighter colored beers and all that shit's floating around inside the bottle, I'm just not a fan of that. But it's the nature of the beast. When you cellar a beer like that long, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It is the nature of the beast. So the darker beers, I don't have a problem with it a lot of times because I can't see it. But when I can see it on the lighter, like the blonde ales and stuff, I'm just not a fan of pouring all that crap in, and then you see all those floaties swirling around in the glass and stuff. So, but it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. I'm just not a fan of it. That's just me, though. That is just me. Be aware of that. If you say, "Oh my God, that's not going to hurt you," drinking it, I mean, I'm agreed. But I'm just not a fan of all that stuff swirling around in the bottle. And if that offends you, and I've told you this before, drink it fresher. You won't get that. If you want to sell the beer 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 years down the road, you're going to get that. It will absolutely happen. Because all that stuff settles down in the bottle and you get some coagulation, and whether it's yeast that has coagulated in the bottom or whatever's causing that to settle in the bottom of the bottle, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. So just me though. That's just my OCD. I don't like to see all that stuff floating around. And I've had beers from other breweries like Alchemist and some of the others that are fresh beers that have all that stuff still floating around in it. So it's not going to hurt you. I'm just not a fan of drinking all that when I see all that crap floating around in the bottom of the bottle or in the glass after I poured it in there. It's just me. It is just me. So, other than that, this is an excellent beer. It has cellared very, very well. It is a very tasty beer. So if you've got a 14 anniversary ale celery, it's a tasty beer. And you can drink it now, or you can keep cellaring it as long as you want. It has cellared very well. I don't see why you could not cellar it for even longer. So with that being said, to me guys, I'm going to give it an A. 95, right down the middle of the A category. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 97. That's into that's a little bit better grade than I'm giving it, but not quite to the A+ grade. Over to Untapped, they say 4.43, which is in their A category, and that's about where I'm putting it. It's an A beer to me, and it's an A beer to them. So, not a 10 plus beer, but it is very, very tasty. I enjoyed this. It's a great beer, and if I had other ones in there, I would sell them a little longer. But this is the only one that I had that for the 14th anniversary. So do what you want to do. If you have a 14th anniversary beer in your cellar or your closet, make your own decision whether you want to drink it now or you want to keep cellaring it. I think it does. It has done very, very well. So, with that being said, we've got both grades. So if you have had a 14th anniversary from Firestone Walker lately, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.